Right guys, so I've been meaning to film this video for quite a while because I've had this bike, the Eskute Star, for a couple of months now, and so far I've been really impressed with it. So what I do with these bikes, I do a full review. I'll link that up above right here somewhere so you can check it out, but then I'll do a couple of months later, I'll do like a walk around so you can see exactly how it's been performing, what sort of experience I've had with it, and a closer look if you're thinking of buying a bike like this or this particular bike. If you do want to buy one, there'll be a link in the description down below. That's an affiliate link. It helps this channel grow if you do purchase for that link, and there's discount codes, so check that out down there. I think you're about £50 off, which helps you if you're looking at getting this particular bike. It's really good. First impressions, I was really impressed with it. Now after a couple of months, I love this thing. So let's take a look around it. This is the bike itself. This is a fully road legal EU compatible bike, so if you're thinking about buying this in the EU or the UK, then it is fully road legal. It's a 250 watt motor on the back, which you can see in here. Now it says Suto. I think that's like the American version of Bafang, but other bikes do have Bafang motors, but the motor's really powerful. I'll start with the best thing about this bike, and that's in here. It's the torque sensor that this bike has got, makes this bike really great to ride. The previous generations of old Eskute bikes, when they first come out, while they were good bikes, they were cadence sensors which sort of kicked in after a few times of rotating the pedals. These kick in straight away when you actually put pressure on the pedal, and that's a massive difference to the riding experience, and a lot better in my opinion. Really do like it, and that's what makes these new generation of Eskute bikes even better. New colours as well. It's got this sort of, I don't know what colour they call it. It's like a greeny colour, but it's a lot better. They make these bikes stand out. They've got a blue version of the Natunu and a white version of the Paluna, which I've got coming actually, so stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do, because I'm going to be taking a review of that bike coming up soon. So, showed you the motor. We've got hydraulic brakes. That's the other upgrade. The previous generations of the Eskute bikes were just mechanical cable driven disc brakes. Having hydraulic brakes, especially with a bike sort of this weight, it's about 30-ish kilograms, it's not a light bike, it makes the difference with riding. So you've got the torque sensor, hydraulic brakes, makes a massive difference to the riding experience. It's really good. You've got this rack on the top which has got a bit of a scuff on it. That's just from storing it in the garage, to be honest, but this comes in useful if you want to put like a pannier on there, bags, anything, camera bag on there. I've strapped off, put my Insta360 on there for videos. It's a useful bit. You can take it off if you don't want it on there. It's easily unbolted. You've got mud guards on this as well. Stops most of the spraying up you. Yeah, it's folding. I haven't utilised the folding mechanism. I've folded it a couple of times, but that's where it is. And you've got the mechanism on the other side here. Just unclips. That's the lock. So it just unclips, and the bike itself actually folds together. It's for storage or for transportation, either one, it's a great option. But I don't necessarily think this should be sold as a folding bike or marketed as like a folding bike. Sorry, it's just a great bike to ride. It's a city bike, it's a commuter bike, and then when you encounter the off-road dirt tracks or canal paths or whatever you're going to be using this for, you've got these big fat tyres on the front which are epic. I love these things, they're so fat, and you don't really need the suspension. They soak up a lot of the bumps and stuff, but you have got this new E-Sing suspension on the front, which is decent. It's got a lockout as well if you don't want to use it, but yeah, they've performed so far so good. They're fine. You've got the light on the front, which is controlled up here, which we'll talk about the cockpit in just a second. Hydraulic disc brakes on the front as well. Pedals and everything else are fine. The battery is in here. You charge it through this little plug there, which is a lot better than last year's. It's a deeper sort of weatherproofing plug, so it pushes in there. You can check the battery status by pressing that button. But yeah, the battery's great. It's got about 60 mile range on it, so yeah, 360 watt hours I believe it is, with the 250 watt motor on the back. So yeah, great combination and more than powerful enough. A lot of people have been commenting on the previous video, why would you want just a 250 watt motor? Well, one, they're legal in the UK. Anything higher than that is illegal, although, you know, you're not going to get stopped, but that is the law. That is what they have to adhere to, otherwise they get told off. The other thing is that, you know, it's more than powerful enough. I've had no issues with it not struggling on hills and off-road and over tree stumps and stuff like that. It's just, I've never had any issues whatsoever. So around the back you've got the rear light, that comes on as well when you put the lights on. Then you've got the gears. I don't find myself using the gears a hell of a lot because you've got that motor, but when you do come to a hill and you need to tap it down, you've got Tawny Shimano gears which work fine. This is like a non-greased chain which doesn't need much maintenance, so you don't need to grease it up or anything. It should be fine. But 7-speed gears, Shimano, and then that's the bike. So that's pretty much the frame. It's not a light bike, but it's a very well built bike, and I've found that over the couple of months I've been using it, I've had no issues whatsoever so far. So yeah, I love it, absolutely love it. You can actually remove the battery with the key that comes in the box. You just sort of twist that and it pops out, so you can, if you charge it in the house if you want to, which is great. Okay, let's move up to the cockpit. You've got the seat, which is incredibly comfortable. You've got these sort of rubber pads underneath which soak up a lot of the vibrations. The seat's very comfortable. These grips, incidentally, really nice. You've got this sort of palm fit there which your palm lies on. Very, very comfortable. The brakes here are mineral oil, like I said, hydraulic brakes. Just, you can operate them with one finger, which is great. You don't need to yank on them. They just sort of pull with one finger, and they're more than powerful enough on the side there as well. Then you've got the plus and the minus for selecting the gears, which is, it's got 5 different power modes. You've got 0, which is just pedal, and then 1 to 5 power assistant modes. You've got the light on the side there. You can change the information that's on this screen here by pressing that button, and then you've got the on button there, so you just hold it on like that and it powers on. You might not be able to see this very well in the light, but you've got sort of the speed, the odometer, which power assistant mode you've got on there, and you can sort of flick through the different things. I've done over 30 kilometers on this. It's full battery so far, just on and off, using it for different videos. This stem folds down as well for when you're folding it up. You've got the lock there, and then this folds down like that. But oh, you've got bell as well, and these are the gears. So, you know, overall this is what it looks like when you're riding the bike. It's just very comfortable riding position. I really do like the way it feels. So that really is it. If you're thinking about grabbing one of these, like I said, there is a link in the description with a discount code, but this has been, I've been really, really impressed with this over the last couple of months. I really do like it. I think it's a great sort of introduction to electric vehicles, electric biking, especially for the older generation. And I don't mean that in any bad way, just for if you're using this to potter around, or you want to take it camping, or you want to get around town, then having that electricity, extra power, that power assisted motor is brilliant. Once you go electric, you will never go back, trust me. It's fantastic. These bikes have been much improved with the new generations from Eskute. They are very good, very well built, and they've come with all this extra kit and upgrades compared to the last generation, like I've mentioned in this video. Check out my video up above. I'll link it above and down below, and like I said, do check out the affiliate link and the discount code down below in the description. But that's it for this one. I shall see you in the next one. Let me know in the comments if you've got any more questions about this particular bike from Eskute.